Welcome everyone, one and all, to another episode of the LorePod Podcast. I'm your host, Dakota Morgan, coming to you from Phoenix, Arizona, and today we're going to be diving into some Marvel Comics / Marvel TV, you fuckers, because guess what? We're going to be diving into Ironheart, a.k.a. Riri Williams, on today's episode of the LorePod Podcast. Now, you may have recognized Ironheart recently in the past few years because she recently appeared in Black Panther Wakanda Forever as a pretty fucking iconic character, and she got her dope-ass red Iron Man-esque suit. But Riri Williams is more than just an Iron Man protege. A lot more, let me tell you. I'm going to get into my fan love of this character since her debut well over almost 9-10 years ago as of this recording. But Ironheart, a.k.a. Riri Williams, is from Chicago. She was co-created by Brian Michael Bendis and Mike Deodato. Of course, if you've seen the movie, you kind of know a little bit about it, but we're going to go comics-wise and her origin from there, and a little bit about Riri via comics, so then that way you know what to expect in the upcoming Ironheart TV show. That is right, as of this recording, it has not yet come out, but when you're listening to this, it has premiered, so stay tuned for that on Disney+. Riri Williams is a teenage girl who creates her own suit of Iron Man tech. She reverse engineers it. Now, why? Well, she is a super genius. She went to MIT at the age of 15. When she does this, she's around teenage years as well when she even reverse engineers this. Now, why did she decide to take this? Well, she lives in the world of Marvel where there's heroes and villains everywhere. So if you have the ability to do something, you might as fucking well do it, because otherwise you're probably going to die in the world of mutants, Inhumans, Avengers, aliens, and all that shit. But other than the logical reason of being super smart and using it, a.k.a. a Moon Girl situation without the devil dinosaur, she actually had her best friend forever and her father shot and murdered in a Chicago shooting. Now, what does that do? That inspires her and motivates her to use her genius for something good, for something better. And what does she do? Reverse engineers her own Iron Man suit. But she honestly does make some improvements along the way. I should say, though, she did appear in Invincible Iron Man #7 back all the way in 2016 is when she premiered, but she didn't officially get released as a hero until #9, just a couple issues later. Now, in the comics, though, Tony Stark, after witnessing her smartness, her willingness, her determination, honestly, her suit of armor as well, he sees this and he gives her a stamp of approval. And later on, an AI version of Tony, which is a story for a different fucking day, let me tell you, that actually gives her guidance through her time. Now, Riri Williams in the suit, she did have a suit of armor that was red and yellow like his, but the difference is hers is lightweight, easily maneuverable, fast as shit, but also does carry a good amount of heavy weapons. Now, it did also turn a little bit of a way because she colored it later on, a little bit of yellow, a little bit of purple, a little bit of black, a little bit of silver, and it looks incredibly dope. And where you would see an arc reactor, if you move a little bit to where the human heart is, I say human heart because it's in the world of Marvel, where the human heart is, there is an arc reactor there, a reactor, but is in the shape of a heart. And she uses the name of Ironheart because she uses it as her motivation, her determination, and she wears her emotions on her sleeve of her determination to push forward for something better, to push forward out of the bullshit, out of the bad life, to be a greater hero, to actually, do good in the world of chaos. And honestly, Riri Williams is pretty inspirational even today, to say the damn least here. I say this, I am a white guy. I absolutely understand. She is a teenage African-American woman. I can never say I understand and say that, but I can honestly say it's good for the representation there. And honestly, too, she's dope as shit. Even in the comics themselves, after her debut for a little bit, she joined the secondary Avengers team, known as the Champions, which we'll dive into on a future episode, so stay tuned for that. But the Champions was a team of younger Marvel heroes, such as Miles Morales, Spider-Man, Nova, Teenage Nova, say the least here, and of course, Miss Marvel. And by God, was she great on there, though. Riri's smart, determined, got her goals, and when she does her motivation for good, man, she fucking sticks to it and has a hard ass on it, and she is awesome with it. And she knows the moral. She doesn't try to go in the gray area too much. Occasionally she does, but she's really awesome. Like, honestly, since her debut, and when I knew she was going to be in Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, I was excited when other people were like, who the fuck is this? I'm like, oh, stand back, world. You ain't ready for Riri Williams. Because, my God, she was, I loved her in The Champions. She's great in the Marvel Comics alone. And whenever she appears, she's definitely a much-needed character. And by God, she's motivational as shit. So this has been a little bit of fun little facts here. And I should also say, Ironheart does debut on Disney Plus June 24th, 2025. This will sound like an ad, but believe it or not, I am not paid a single fucking cent, nor has anybody contacted me about Ironheart, as far as I know, as it is recorded by Disney. So there ain't too much about that here on the podcast. I just like the character a lot and think you should know a little bit of fun facts about Riri Williams' Ironheart before diving into the show. Or maybe you watch the first 3 episodes, you want a little bit more. Well, enjoy this episode of the Lore Pod Podcast. A little bit of housekeeping now, everybody. Thank you for tuning into this episode. And we greatly damn appreciate it. Leave a review on whatever you're listening to the Lore Pod on. And, of course, subscribe for new episodes every week for whatever you're listening to this on as well. Whether it's lorepod.podbean.com or Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or whatever third-party app you're using these days. Social media down below in the description box, which is X at Dakota Morgan 3, Twitter at Dakota_Morgan 97, and of course my Twitch when I'm available for video games is going to be Coderex 97. You all rock, everybody. And of course, as always, stay creative, everyone.